welcome back to my channel. I'm Daniel from Same Guy New World. I have a lot of amazing videos for you today. We're gonna check it out. There's a lot of insanity going on nowadays, so let's get into it. Let's see the first video. What possesses people to do this kind of stuff? What demon crawled into you on the way to the airport? Like, for real, what is going on? What possesses someone to do this? I couldn't imagine acting out like this. It's like a child. Just check it out. Could you imagine people in the 1950s, 60s or 70s behaving this way? It wouldn't be tolerated. We'll get back on not being tolerated in a second. But check this clip out. This is how aviation was back in the past. It's amazing to see. Let's check out the video.
Nothing of movement at all. No vibration, hardly any sound. A new concept in air transportation. The travail has been taken out of travel.
It was luxury to go on planes back in the day. They got hot meals, everybody was dressed up nice because it was an occasion. It's not like now where you can buy a plane ticket for 20 euros. And drink so much alcohol that you can't even know where you are. Just imagine how people would react back in the day.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We are now at cruising altitude, 35,000 feet. Our flying speed is 575 miles per hour. In addition, we're benefiting from a substantial tailwind by courtesy of the jet stream. Hence, our ground speed is now approximately 658 miles per hour.
This is getting totally insane. And this is only increasing. Just check out this graph. It shows the number of unruly passengers in the last couple of years. Of course, there was a spike in 2021 because of the corona epidemic and people who didn't want to wear a face mask, so of course the number has gone up, and already we see 568 cases of unruly passengers. It's only climbing. This isn't gonna get any better. We're gonna get back on this in the end of the year, just to see how much it has gone up, because the mask mandate is no more. So what are people doing now to increase this number? Let's take a look at some plain democracy. Check it out.
About 40-50 people here that would like her removed from the flight. If you want her removed from the flight, please raise your hand. I'm not even kidding. If you can hear me, raise your hand if you want her removed from the flight.
This is actually not a very bad idea. Only you can do this well mid-flight, right? How are you gonna remove somebody with a parachute? I don't think so.
Come on, guys. Guys, don't say anything back, please. Just let her go.
What do you want? I don't know what I did.
I don't know either. He's back and forth or something like that. 30,000 feet, you can't be arguing and just grab this stuff. Yeah, don't be damn fight. You got anything else, man? All right, guys, have a good flight.
The guy in the green-yellow shirt is actually being very nice to this girl. He's trying to keep the peace, while she is just being a Karen. But they found some very good solutions to take care of unruly passengers nowadays. Just check this guy out. He was also acting up, and this is how they treated him.
Telecommunication are gonna screw both of you. You guys suck. My parents are worth goddamn dollars.
Well, maybe their parents are worth more than $1 billion. I don't know what he said actually, but he isn't worth anything. If you act out like this, what possesses someone to do this, right? For real. You have to keep some social order, because this is all getting out of hand. This is not normal. This is how they take care of people that act out like this. Check it out. This is getting insane. Now we have to duct tape people to their seats because they cannot behave themselves. It's like a 5-year-old getting on a plane. Even they behave better. I've flown a lot and I've seen kids act better than this guy. But this duct tape thing is getting out of hand. Now planes actually have to carry 3 rolls of duct tape just for this kind of situation. Just check out the next video. This guy was way too drunk and acting up also. And this is how they took care of him. Check it out.
Help! 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 This man got the right dentist. That's all I'm gonna say. The dentist is on point.
Ladies and gentlemen, just make sure your seatbelts are fastened. We are landing.
I think they should implement some field sobriety tests before you get on the plane. If you can't walk this rope, then you can get on the plane. Of course, there would be exceptions for people, but this is just getting out of hand. You should actually do some breathalyzer tests or something, because this is getting crazy. Here's one more example of a degenerate that had to be duct taped to her seat. Insane, man, insane. Insane. Also, there's a big problem with overbooked seats on planes, because they expect like 5% to not show up actually for the flight, so they overbook the flight. So that means that they sell more seats than there are on the plane. And this means if everybody shows up, they've got a big problem. Usually they offer some compensation for your inconvenience to get you on the next flight, but sometimes it doesn't work out. And if somebody had a lot to drink, then this is the situation that's gonna happen.
Hey,
What?
what's going on? Talk to me.
I paid for a flight.
Yeah?
Hold on. I'm sorry. Look. I don't have any weapons. I don't have any weapons. Yeah, tell that motherfucker to shut his mouth before I beat his ass.
Go over
Listen, they took $2,000 of my money to put me on that flight, and now I'm not on that flight.
Okay, cool.
How the do I get to Longview?
I don't know. I don't know how you get to Longview, but hey, how?
Hey, if
have you
I
been
spent
drinking?
$2,000 for a flight, round trip, from Longview to
What's
Medford,
your name,
Medford
man?
back to
What's your
Longview,
name?
why the am I not on a
What's your
flight back to Longview?
What's your name?
I understand his frustration actually. You remember the guy on the Delta plane that got dragged out, the Chinese guy? It was of this kind of situation. Not because of this guy, just because they overbooked the seats and they wanted to give the seat to somebody else. It's crazy, and he was actually behaving very nicely, so it's getting insane. So keep in mind, you may not reach your destination. I also had some fucked up situation. I was on this plane, right? But there were some delays because there was some problem with the plane, so they decided to try to fix it on the runway. So a guy came out with the car and everything, tried to fix the engine because there was some problem with the engine, I think, because they was working on it. It's like 1.5 hours later of sitting in a plane, not moving anywhere. We started taxiing out to the runway, and just as we're about to take off, the plane engine shuts off. So everybody's pressed back in their seat, everybody is expecting to take off, and then the engine just cuts off and everybody lurks forward in the seat and the plane also bounces back on the ground. The plane was eventually delayed for 24 hours, so it was a total shit show, but still. Let's watch somebody in the airport lounge getting way too drunk and acting out, also like a 5-year-old. There seems to be a pattern here. Let's check it out.
Shut up, big guy. What are you laughing at me, redhead? Excuse me?
No, don't get into it, please. Come on.
I will fucking kill you where you stand. You're gonna fuck nothing up. You know why? Because I know where you live, bitch.
I like how people act tough and always start to threaten passengers or people in the lounge or whatever, even if it's a coffee shop. Some people just have way too much nerve because they have never seen any consequences of their actions. She's about to find out her consequences of her actions. Just check out this.
I have an ambulance coming for you. Okay. I'm not gonna hurt you. Just relax. It's okay.
Oh man. And then when her actions have consequences, she starts crying. Like screaming like a 5-year-old. I feel like I'm saying it on a repeat, but still. Just check it out. How can somebody be so entitled to do this? I actually don't get it. It amazes me. It amazes me. You know, I try to be considerate with everybody, right? If I'm in the airport and I see an old lady, I give her my seat, or I help her along, or I do something nice, but this is just getting insane. Look at her being carried off. Like a demon. I think a lot of people actually need an exorcism. They should have holy water and a priest nearby at every airport, because this seems to be some demonic possession right here. Crazy. Crazy.